Why has America not been attacked despite its global interventions? Here are 5 compelling reasons. Number 5. Massive Army. Despite the belief that size doesn't matter, the U.S. Army has a staggering 487,000 active duty soldiers and nearly 1.3 million total personnel, outnumbering most capitals worldwide. A strong and capable army relies on a large network of dedicated men and women. The U.S. Army is responsible for defending the nation, protecting its interests, and promoting global security. The U.S. Army maintains peace and stability domestically and internationally through humanitarian missions, peacekeeping, and disaster relief. While the Chinese and Indian have larger armies, their weapons are efficient and effective. U.S. forces are professionally trained, undergo strenuous exercises, and possess a deep understanding of military tactics. The U.S. Army conducts annual combat fitness tests for all personnel to ensure their readiness. The ACFT simulates battlefield actions using basic exercises such as squats, deadlifts, power throws, push-ups, pull-ups, and a 2-mile run. The U.S. Army has enough Abrams tanks for the main battle tank, with 5,000 in use and 3,000 in storage, with some being dismantled for spare parts. Soldiers who fail the test are observed to meet the next test standards. The Army also has 67 24 Bradley fighting vehicles. These vehicles were crucial in the ongoing Russia-Ukraine battle, but their high cost explains why America lacks universal health care. The United States spends approximately 15% of its budget on its military, totaling $877 billion. 4 Elon Musks couldn't maintain the huge force. The U.S. defense budget accounts for 38% of global military spending, surpassing the next 10 countries combined. China ranks second with a $292 billion budget, followed by Russia with $86 billion. The U.S. Army receives about $177 billion of the total budget, making it the world's 3rd best funded army after China. However, in a war, whoever controls the army is the winner. Number 4. Air Force. With over 330,000 active duty personnel and a large reserve force, the United States Air Force is a formidable military powerhouse akin to the grizzly bear. The F-16C is the most common fighter jet in the U.S. Army, but the F-22 Raptor is the star of the show. Its advanced technology has led some to speculate that aliens or 5-dimensional lizards are behind its design. The Raptor's capabilities may be worth considering. The F-22 Raptor is nearly undetectable. This design uses stealth technology to avoid detection by adversary radar systems. Shaped materials and coatings lower radar signature, enabling deep and hostile airspace operations with reduced detection risk. Detecting these pests is as simple as detecting a bee from 100 kilometers away. The F-22 Raptor is similar to a flying army, boasting a powerful arsenal of air-to-air and air-to-ground weapons. The jet has multiple weapons, including the AIM-9X Sidewinder, a 120 ANRAAM, precision-guided bombs, and air-to-surface missiles. Its advanced sensor suite enables precise targeting and engagement. Additionally, the U.S. Air Force has 152 bombers. There are 19 strategic B-2 Spirit bombers, each costing around $2 billion. The B-2 is virtually invisible, with low observable characteristics beyond radar, infrared, acoustic, electromagnetic, and visual signatures, enhancing its survivability and reducing enemy detection and targeting. The B-2 contains advanced stealth characteristics that dramatically reduce radar signature. Its sleek design, composite materials, and unique coatings let it penetrate hostile territory undetected, making it challenging to track and engage with air defense systems. The B-2 has an exceptional range of over 6,000 nautical miles, 11,000 kilometers, without refueling, allowing it to strike targets located deep within enemy territory. This long-range capability enables the bomber to conduct missions globally without needing forward basing or extensive aerial refueling support. To top it all off, the B-2 is equipped with advanced defense systems, including radar warning receivers, infrared countermeasures, and a defensive management system. These capabilities help protect the bomber against enemy threats, enhancing its survivability in hostile environments. As you can imagine, these gadgets cost money, and the Air Force is handsomely compensated. For 2023, the budget of this branch of the military is approximately $194 billion. Well, to be honest, this includes the Space Force, and they do work on some seriously top secret stuff Sovuno's death lasers from space next year. Perhaps are you scared, yet don't be silly, we still haven't told you about the most terrifying aspects of the US military. Now go change your pants and let's get right back to it, Navy. Number 3. Navy. The US Navy is the most powerful naval power in the world, surpassing even the Spanish Armada, British Navy, and Finding Nemo sea turtles. With 350 personnel and 485 vessels, the US Navy is overwhelming. The US Navy has ordered 90 ships in construction or planning, with a focus on space-age technology and 11 aircraft carriers. The Navy aims to dominate the seas and sky, as shown by the 5-year timeline. 62% destroyers, 12 dock landing ships, 17 frigates, 4 guided missile submarines, 53 attack submarines, 9 amphibious assault ships, 2 amphibious command ships, 9 amphibious transport dogs, 3 littoral combat ships. There are 13 mine countermeasure ships and hundreds of support ships in the US Navy, which receives the majority of the defense budget for 2023. The Navy's budget is almost as high as the Chinese military budget. However, the most terrifying aspect of the Navy is the Navy SEAL Team 6, which is among the most dangerous special forces in the world. Electric shocks, waterboarding, mental torture, and intense physical training take place. The Navy is a highly trained team that hosts elaborate battleship parties and protects U.S. interests by ensuring the free flow of goods and services. As a result, there are more deaths during recruitment than during missions. Number 2. ICBMs. The ICBMs, the land-based intercontinental ballistic missiles, are the third component of the nuclear triad. These missiles are located all over the United States and can reach every city in the world. However, you should not be concerned about being annihilated, because you are only one push of a red button away from being annihilated. Although the launch process is much more complicated and secretive, there is not a single giant red button in the Oval Office that sends all of the nukes to wherever they need to go. Joe Biden, in a dementia episode, stated that the United States has 400 of these bad boys dispersed across the country. Additionally, there are 14 nuclear warheads deep under the sea, which are carried by nuclear-capable Ohio-class Trident submarines. 5 of these warheads are located in the Atlantic, and 9 of them are located in the Pacific. Warheads are installed on B-2 strategic bombers, which are prepared to rain hell from the sky. Intercontinental ballistic missiles, on the other hand, are only used in extreme circumstances, and we are fortunate that we have not yet crossed this bridge. For the time being, the United States forces primarily employ the UGM-109 Tomahawk and the UGM-84 Harpoon submarine-launched missiles when it comes to submarine warfare. Other than that, the United States Armed Forces have a comprehensive arsenal of lethal spears, including the AIM. A few examples of these lethal beauties include the 7 Sparrow air-to-air missile, the AGM-114 Hellfire air-to-surface missile, the MIM-104 Patriot surface-to-air missile, and the FGM-148 Javelin surface-to-surface missile. Even though each of these deadly beauties cost a small fortune, they are extremely effective because they are all a part of the United States precision-guided munition policy. Number 1. Precision-guided munitions. Munitions to be guided with precision. If, despite all the firepower, nukes, and missiles, you're still deranged enough to think you can come on top in a war against the US, you're in for a treat. Not only do the US Armed Forces have a stockpile of munitions that can probably topple Everest, but most of their heavy weaponry uses precision-guided munitions, or PGMs. The smart bombs, as these ultra-modern death toys are called, are used in all US military branches and have one task and one task alone: to be precise. This means that they can hit a specific target based on one of a few options. For example, they can be GPS, infrared, or laser guided. These weapons are so effective that despite their high manufacturing capturing price, they are worth every cent. For example, in the First Gulf War, PGMs comprised only 9% of the used weapons, yet accounted for about 75% of all successful hits. So naturally, after 1991, the US military invested heavily in developing and enhancing these weapons' capabilities. And if you think Skynet is behind this entire endeavor, waiting to destroy the world, thank you so much for watching. Please share your ideas and outcomes in the comment box below. Don't forget to like this video if you found it helpful and subscribe to our channel for more incredible videos like this one.